Welcome back to Talk Tickers, where we take earnings calls and try to find those hidden gems that make you say, wait, what?
Yeah.
Today, we're diving into the world of AR. We're looking at Vuzix Q3 2024 earnings call.
Okay.
Smart glasses, AI.
Yeah.
The future of how we interact with the world around us, maybe?
It's an interesting company.
Yeah.
Vuzix, they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Since the late 90s.
Yeah.
But they're not a household name.
Right.
Like some of the other players in the AR space.
Right.
This earnings call, it really highlighted, I thought, a real shift in their overall strategy.
Okay.
And that's what has a lot of investors kind of intrigued.
Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit.
Yeah.
What's the big change? What are they doing?
Well, they're really doubling down on becoming this go-to supplier for waveguides.
Okay, so for people who don't know, waveguides are the what?
The tiny transparent displays that project images onto smart glasses.
Okay.
Yeah, they're moving away from selling
Got it.
the complete smart glasses products themselves.
Okay.
And focusing more on supplying just this critical component
Right.
to other companies.
So instead of trying to compete
Right.
with like the Apples, the Metas,
Exactly.
they're trying to be the picks and shovels
Picks and shovels, yeah.
of the AR gold rush.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
That's a bold move.
It is.
But it comes with, risks and rewards.
Definitely, yeah.
So what are some of the risks?
Well, I think one of the big ones is competition.
Okay.
I mean, the tech landscape is constantly evolving.
Right.
There's always the risk that a competitor could come out
Yeah.
with a more cost-effective waveguide solution.
Yeah. They've got to stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, definitely.
What about the financial implications
Mm-hmm.
of making this kind of big change, right?
Yeah, I mean,
They're betting the farm on OEM partnerships.
they are.
Yeah.
Essentially. And that means their success is really going to depend on, securing high-volume contracts with some pretty big players.
Right.
Now, you're right. Their Q3 revenue,
Yeah.
it was down year over year,
Yeah.
which probably is because of this move away from direct product sales.
Makes sense.
But, they do have a strong cash position,
Okay.
thanks in part to a pretty significant investment from Qanta Computer.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about that Qanta deal.
Yeah,
That's been making headlines.
it has.
Big deal for Vuzix.
Yeah, Quanta's a Taiwanese manufacturing giant, so
Right.
huge client base.
Right.
I mean, they work with some of the biggest names in consumer electronics.
Yeah. Give us some names. Who are we talking about here?
Well, you look at Quanta's existing clients, you're looking at HP, Dell,
Wow.
even Apple.
Wow.
So, this partnership, it gives Vuzix access to a massive potential market for their waveguides.
Yeah.
It really does.
Supplying waveguides to Apple?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a game changer.
Yeah,
That would be huge.
it would be. It's important to remember, though, that Qanta works with a lot of companies.
Right.
So it's not a guarantee that they're going to be supplying
Right. Not every single one.
waveguides to every single one of them.
It's still a massive opportunity.
It is. It is.
And they're not putting all their eggs
Right.
in the consumer electronics basket, right?
No. They're also targeting other markets,
Okay.
like the defense industry.
Interesting. Okay, so how are they playing in the defense industry?
Well, their waveguides are used in helmet-mounted displays
Oh, wow.
for fighter pilots.
That's got to be high margin.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
These defense contracts, they can be very lucrative.
Wow.
Waveguides selling for thousands of dollars each.
Wow.
In fact, they just recently announced a partnership
Okay.
with Thales,
Okay.
a major defense contractor, to develop this next-generation helmet-mounted display.
So they're diversifying their revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tapping into a market where maybe price sensitivity isn't such a big deal.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all of this sounds great.
Yeah.
What makes their waveguides so special?
What's their competitive advantage?
What's their secret sauce?
Well, they say that they have a unique manufacturing process that allows them to produce waveguides more cost-effectively than their competitors.
Okay.
Most competitors, they rely on these expensive semiconductor manufacturing techniques.
Right.
But Vuzix uses a proprietary method.
Okay.
That gives them a significant edge, they say.
So they're saying they've cracked the code on affordable waveguide production.
Yeah.
If they can scale that effectively, that could be huge.
That's the big question.
Yeah.
If their claims are true,
Right.
and they can scale production to meet that potential demand from these OEM partners,
Yeah.
they could be in a really strong position.
What if they can't scale fast enough?
Mm-hmm.
What if their manufacturing process doesn't hold up
Yeah.
under the pressure of mass production?
Those are valid concerns. I mean, scaling up any manufacturing process,
Yeah.
it can be tricky, and there's always, unforeseen challenges.
It sounds like they're at a pivotal point
They are.
of their journey.
Yeah.
They're making some big moves.
Mm-hmm.
Betting on a future where AR is mainstream.
Yeah.
And they're trying to position themselves
Right.
as kind of a key enabler of that future.
It is a fascinating story to follow.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be keeping an eye on their progress.
Before we move on, I'm curious.
Yeah.
If they're going all in
Mm-hmm.
on this OEM strategy, does that mean they've completely abandoned their own smart glasses products?
Not entirely. They still have a consumer-focused product.
Okay.
The Vuzix Z100.
Okay.
Which they actually recently made more affordable.
Great.
Priced it at $499.
Why keep that product around if they're shifting away from direct sales?
Right. It's a little bit of a contradiction, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it could be a way for them to showcase their technology, attract potential OEM partners.
Right.
Who might want to white label the product.
Right.
And sell it under their own brand.
So it's like a reference design.
Yeah.
Showing potential clients what's possible with their waveguide technology.
Exactly.
Now I got to ask.
Yeah.
What if they took this a step further?
Okay.
What if they partnered with, say, like a luxury fashion brand?
Okay, yeah.
To create a line of high-end, stylish, smart glasses.
Yeah.
Powered by Vuzix tech.
I like it.
Gucci, Prada, even Ray-Ban.
Now you're talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
A pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers.
Oh, yeah.
With Vuzix waveguides built in.
I mean, that would be
the ultimate
fusion
fashion statement. And tech marvel.
Absolutely. All in one.
And then if they could get, like, a celebrity to wear them.
Like Beyonce.
Yeah.
Or Brad Pitt.
It would send shockwaves through the market. This is not financial advice segment, folks.
Right.
But you got to admit, it's a pretty wild.
It is.
Yeah, plausible idea.
Definitely plausible. But it would depend on, Vuzix's ability to miniaturize.
Yeah.
Their technology.
Yeah.
Integrate it seamlessly.
Right.
Into a fashionable design.
Okay, so listeners.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Could Vuzix become the go-to waveguide supplier for the fashion elite?
I don't know.
Hit us up on social media.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know your thoughts.
And remember, this is all speculation.
Yes.
Not financial advice.
Always, always, always.
Do your own research before making any investment decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wraps up part 1 of our deep dive.
Okay.
Into Vuzix Q3 2024 earnings call. Welcome back to Talk Tickers.
Okay.
We're continuing our deep dive into Vuzix. And now it's time to kind of put on our skeptical hats a little bit.
Yeah.
And look at, the potential roadblocks here.
Yeah.
Things that could kind of derail this train.
Right.
This waveguide-powered train.
Yeah.
Let's start with consumer adoption.
Yeah.
I mean, smart glasses have been around for a while.
They have, yeah.
And they haven't exactly set the world on fire.
No, they haven't.
Why do you think that is?
Well, there's a few reasons. Some people find them clunky.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable to wear.
Yeah.
Others, are concerned about privacy.
Right.
I mean, nobody wants a camera recording everything they see.
Right.
And then there's that kind of social awkwardness factor.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember Google Glass.
Oh, yeah.
The whole glass hole effect.
Yeah.
So, for Vuzix OEM strategy to really take off, these barriers to consumer adoption really need to be addressed.
So they're not just betting on their technology.
Right.
They're betting on a future where people are comfortable wearing smart glasses as part of their daily life.
Exactly.
That's a risky bet.
It is. It is.
But it seems like they're willing to take it.
Yeah. And it's not just about consumers either. I mean, even in enterprise settings, where smart glasses have shown a little bit more promise, I think.
Right.
There's still resistance.
What kind of resistance? Because I thought businesses would be pretty eager to adopt this kind of tech to, improve efficiency, productivity.
Yeah, well, they are. But integrating new technology into existing workflows, it can be challenging. You have to train employees. You have to manage data security, ensure compatibility with existing systems. I mean, those are all hurdles that businesses have to overcome.
So even if Vuzix does everything right, They get the technology right. They get the OEM partnerships. There's still a lot of work on the implementation side.
Oh, absolutely.
The adoption side.
It's not just about building a better mousetrap.
Right.
It's about convincing people to actually use it.
Yeah. Okay. So consumer adoption, big unknown. What about competition?
Yeah.
We touched on this before, but let's dig a little deeper.
Okay.
Who are the players Vuzix needs to watch out for?
Well, you've got the obvious giants, right? I mean, you've got Apple, Meta, Google, Microsoft. They've all got, their own AR ambitions and tons of resources to pour into R&D.
Yeah.
So,
can a relatively small company like Vuzix even compete with those guys?
I mean, it's an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah.
But Vuzix does have, I think, a few things going for them.
Okay.
They've been in the AR game for a long time.
Right.
I mean, they have a proven track record of innovation.
Okay.
And they're really laser focused on this specific niche, right? Waveguides.
So they're not trying to be everything to everyone.
Right.
Like maybe some of these other companies are.
Exactly. They're just trying to be the best at this one really crucial piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. That specialization could be their key to survival.
It could be.
In a market that's only going to get more crowded.
Absolutely.
Okay, so they've got competition from the big guys. They're facing this uncertain consumer adoption.
Yeah.
What other challenges are they looking at?
Well, we have to talk about the supply chain.
Okay.
Sourcing the raw materials, managing production, ensuring quality control.
Right.
I mean, these are all critical aspects of their business, especially as they're ramping up production to meet the demands of all these potential OEM partners.
And scaling up any kind of manufacturing operation is tricky.
Oh, it's really tough.
What about geopolitical risks? I mean, we live in a world where, trade tensions, global uncertainty, these things can just disrupt supply chains overnight.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, Vuzix relies on this global network of suppliers.
Yeah.
So any disruptions in that network could have a real significant impact on their ability to deliver products on time and at a competitive price.
So they're exposed to all the usual risks of operating in a globalized economy.
Yeah.
Tariffs, trade wars,
yeah,
political instability, all of that.
All of that.
And then there's the ever-present risk of technological disruption.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
What if some completely new display technology emerges that just makes waveguides obsolete?
Oh, man, that'd be a nightmare scenario.
That would.
It'd be like building a horse-drawn carriage factory just as the automobile's being invented.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, while Vuzix focus on waveguides seems like a smart move right now, they really do need to stay agile.
Yeah.
Be prepared to adapt.
Right.
If that technological landscape shifts.
Okay, so we've painted a pretty sobering picture here.
We have.
Competition, adoption challenges, supply chain risks, technological disruption. It sounds like they're facing an uphill battle on multiple fronts.
It's definitely a challenging environment, but it's also, I think, a really exciting time to be in the AR space. I mean, the potential rewards are enormous. Yeah. And Vuzix is one of the few companies, I think, with the technology and the vision to really capitalize on that potential.
So high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest risk facing Vuzix right now?
I think it's execution risk.
Okay.
Can they actually deliver on these ambitious plans?
Right.
Can they scale up their manufacturing?
Yeah.
Secure these crucial OEM partnerships and, navigate all of those other challenges we just talked about?
So it's not just about having a good idea.
No.
It's about being able to execute that idea effectively in a market that's changing really quickly.
Right.
And is super competitive.
Absolutely.
That's what we're going to be watching.
Yeah.
In the coming quarters.
For sure.
Okay, so we've looked at the dark side of Vuzix's story here. The risks, the challenges, the potential pitfalls.
Yeah.
But there's another side to this.
There is. Right. The other side of the coin.
A more optimistic perspective.
Right. More optimistic.
What makes you optimistic about their future?
Well, they have a proven track record of innovation. I mean, they've been developing this AR tech for over 2 decades.
Right.
And they hold a number of patents for their waveguide technology.
So they're not just jumping on the bandwagon. They've been in the trenches. They've been refining the technology. They've been building up their IP portfolio.
Exactly. And I think that experience gives them a real leg up.
Yeah.
On some of these newer players.
Okay, so experience is a plus.
It is a plus, yeah.
What else? Well, they have a strong management team.
Okay.
With a deep understanding of the AR industry.
Okay.
And they've shown this kind of remarkable ability to adapt and pivot their strategy as the market evolves.
Right, because they've been around long enough to see the hype cycles.
They have.
Come and go.
Yeah.
They kind of know what it takes to survive in a volatile industry. Right. And they've shown a willingness, I think, to make tough decisions, like the shift to OEM partnerships.
Yeah.
Even though it means short-term pain in the form of declining revenue.
Right.
But they did it.
So they're not afraid to shake things up.
No.
And take risks.
Calculated risks.
Okay, calculated risk. What about their financial position? I mean, we talked earlier.
Yeah.
About the Qanta investment.
Yeah.
What's their balance sheet look like overall?
Well, they're not profitable yet, but they have a pretty healthy cash position.
Okay.
And they've been actively cutting costs to improve their, their financial stability.
So they're tightening their belts.
Yeah.
Making sure they've got the resources to weather the storm. While they're executing this new strategy.
Exactly. And if they can land a few more of these big OEM contracts, their financial picture could change really dramatically.
Okay. So we've looked at the risks.
Yeah.
We've looked at the potential rewards. Let's wrap up this part of our deep dive with kind of a key takeaway for our listeners.
Yeah.
What's the one thing they should remember about Vuzix?
I think it's that they're a company at a crossroads. They're making this really bold bet on becoming this leading supplier of waveguides for the AR industry. Yeah. It's a bet that could pay off big time. Yeah. But it's also a bet that comes with some pretty significant risks.
So is Vuzix a buy, a sell, or a hold?
Well, as always, we encourage our listeners to do their own due diligence. Right. Consult with a financial professional before making any investing decisions.
Because this is not financial advice.
This is not financial advice.
But what we can say is Vuzix is a company with an interesting story, disruptive technology, and a bold vision for the future of AR. Whether they succeed or not is a story that's still being written.
It is.
It is. And it's a story we'll be following closely here at Talk Tickers. All right, now let's shift gears a little bit. Have some fun with our This Is Not Financial Advice segment.
All right.
We talked earlier about the potential for Vuzix to partner with a luxury fashion brand.
Right.
Let's explore that idea a little further.
I'm game. Where do we begin?
Okay, imagine this. Vuzix partners with Ray-Ban.
Okay.
The iconic sunglass maker.
Yeah.
They create this line of stylish smart glasses.
Okay.
That combine, Ray-Ban's classic designs with Vuzix cutting-edge waveguide technology.
I can see it now. A pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers
Yeah.
with like built-in AR capabilities.
Yeah.
You could check your notifications,
Right.
get directions,
Yeah.
even make calls, all while looking effortlessly cool.
The ultimate fusion of fashion and function.
Exactly.
And if they could get a celebrity to wear them, like a Brad Pitt or, I don't know, Rihanna,
Oh, yeah.
that would be a marketing coup.
Oh, absolutely.
It would just launch those glasses.
Into the stratosphere.
But here's where the this is not financial advice disclaimer really kicks in.
Right, right.
This is all pure speculation.
Yeah.
We're just having fun with this, folks.
Yeah.
Just exploring possibilities.
Yeah. But it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
What a partnership like that could do.
Yeah.
I mean, it really could be a game changer.
For both Vuzix and for Ray-Ban.
Absolutely.
All right, listeners.
Yeah.
There you have it.
All right.
Our outrageous yet plausible trade idea for the week.
Okay.
Could Vuzix become the go-to waveguide supplier for the fashion elite?
I don't know. What do you think?
Hit us up on social media. Let us know your thoughts.
And remember, this is all just for fun. Don't go making any investment decisions based on our wild speculations.
That's right. Do your own research. Talk to a financial advisor.
Yeah.
And always remember, this is not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
All right, now let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll wrap up our deep dive into Vuzix with some final thoughts.
Okay.
And key takeaways. Welcome back to Talk Tickers for the final part of our deep dive into Vuzix Q3 2024 earnings call.
Yeah.
We've looked at their strategy, we've talked about the risks, and we even had some fun, dreaming up a Ray-Ban partnership.
Right.
But now it's time to kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
The long-term growth prospects for both Vuzix and the AR industry as a whole. So let's put on our futurist hats for a minute.
Okay.
And try to, gaze into the crystal ball a little bit.
Right.
What does the future hold for Vuzix?
Well, assuming they can overcome all these challenges we've talked about.
Right.
If AR really lives up to the hype,
Yeah.
Vuzix could be in a really, really good position
Yeah.
to capitalize on that growth. I mean, just imagine a world where smart glasses are as common as smartphones are today.
Right. A world where we're constantly interacting with, digital overlays, getting real-time information about our surroundings and connecting with people in completely new ways.
Exactly. And if that world does come to pass, I mean, the demand for waveguides, high-quality, affordable waveguides is going to be enormous.
Yeah.
And Vuzix is betting that they'll be the ones supplying those waveguides to the companies that are building, the AR experiences of the future.
It's a bold vision.
It is.
But it's not without its risks.
Right.
What are some of the things that are going to determine whether or not this vision becomes reality?
Well, I think technological advancements are going to play a huge role.
Yeah.
I mean, waveguides are still a relatively new technology.
Right.
There's a lot of room for improvement in terms of performance, in terms of size, in terms of cost.
Right.
Right.
If somebody comes along with a better, cheaper way to create these AR displays, that could really throw a wrench in Vuzix plans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What else?
I think industry collaboration is going to be really important.
Okay.
For AR to really take off, I think we need to see this kind of cohesive ecosystem emerge.
Right.
With hardware manufacturers, software developers, content creators, all working together.
It's like the early days of the internet or the smartphone, revolution. It takes a village to create a paradigm shift.
It really does.
In how we interact with technology.
Absolutely. And Vuzix can't do it alone. I mean, they need to build partnerships.
Yeah.
They need to foster open standards.
Right.
They need to contribute to the overall growth of the AR ecosystem.
So it's not just about winning market share.
No.
It's about expanding the market.
Right.
By making AR accessible and affordable and desirable.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting.
Because we're already starting to see glimpses of how AR can be used in all sorts of different industries.
Yeah, you've got healthcare, manufacturing, retail, and let's not forget, entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, imagine playing immersive AR games.
Oh, yeah.
In your living room. Or attending like a virtual concert that feels like the real thing.
Right.
Right.
The possibilities are really kind of endless.
Yeah.
But for those possibilities to actually become reality, we need to see continued innovation, investment, and collaboration across the whole AR landscape.
And that's where I think Vuzix strategy becomes even more interesting.
Yeah.
Because by focusing on waveguides, they're kind of positioning themselves as a key enabler of this whole AR revolution.
Right.
Regardless of which applications or devices ultimately take off.
It's a smart move. Because instead of trying to predict the future, they're building the foundation for whatever that future might be.
So to kind of wrap things up, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
I think it's that Vuzix is a company with a really bold vision.
Okay.
A proven track record of innovation and a unique approach to this AR market.
Okay.
They're facing some big challenges.
Yeah.
But they also have this tremendous potential for growth.
Yeah.
If they can actually execute on their strategy.
It's a story that's still unfolding.
It is.
But it's one we'll be watching closely here at Talk Tickers.
Absolutely. The AR industry is, full of uncertainty.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, it has the potential to really transform the way we live and work and play.
Yeah.
And companies like Vuzix are, leading the charge.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Vuzix Q3 2024 earnings call.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Hope you found it insightful.
Hope you learned something. Maybe had a little fun.
Maybe even a little bit entertaining.
Right.
And as always, remember, this is not financial advice.
This is not financial advice.
Do your own research. Talk to a financial professional.
Yeah.
Never invest more than you can afford to lose.
That's right.
Until next time. Keep exploring.
Keep learning.
Keep learning and keep listening to Talk Tickers for more deep dives into earnings calls and all those market-moving insights.
That's right.